Welcome to County Portal, your simple source for local government services and public records. Let's get started.
Let's tackle a common point of confusion. Is a real ID the same thing as an enhanced driver's license? The short and simple answer is no, they are not the same thing, but they are related, which is where the mix-up happens. Think of a real ID as a new security standard for your state-issued license or ID card. It was created by the federal government after September 11th to establish minimum security standards for identification. This means your real ID has specific security features that make it harder to fake. The main reason you need a real ID is for domestic air travel. Starting from the enforcement date, if you want to get on a plane to fly anywhere within the United States, the TSA will require a real ID or another acceptable form of identification, like a passport. You'll also need it to enter certain federal facilities, like military bases. You can usually spot a real ID because it has a star marking on the card, typically in the upper right-hand corner. Now, let's talk about the Enhanced Driver's License, or EDL. This is where the enhanced part comes in. An EDL is a special type of license that only a handful of states offer, like Washington, Michigan, Minnesota, New York, and Vermont. An EDL does everything a real ID can do, so yes, you can absolutely use it to fly domestically. But it has an extra, powerful feature. It can be used as a travel document to re-enter the US from Canada, Mexico, and some Caribbean countries by land or sea. This means if you live near the Canadian border and drive across frequently, you could use your EDL instead of your passport book or passport card. EDLs contain a special chip called a radio frequency identification, or RFID, chip that Border Patrol agents can scan to pull up your information quickly. So, here's the easiest way to remember the difference. All enhanced driver's licenses are Real ID compliant, but not all Real IDs are enhanced driver's licenses. A Real ID is the new baseline for federal identification purposes, mainly for flying. An enhanced driver's license is a step up, a specialized version that adds border crossing privileges for land and sea travel to specific countries. If your state doesn't offer an EDL, you simply can't get one. For the vast majority of Americans, a standard Real ID is all you'll ever need. You only need to consider an EDL if you live in one of the few states that offers them and you frequently drive or take a boat to our neighboring countries without wanting to carry your passport. Getting an EDL also typically costs a bit more than getting a standard Real ID. So to recap, Real ID is for domestic flights. Enhanced driver's license is for domestic flights and land/sea border crossings without a passport. Hopefully, that clears up the confusion between these two types of IDs. Thanks so much for watching. If this video helped you understand the difference, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more straightforward explanations on topics just like this.